Theater Framework Studio in Music City. It's the Dining at Disney podcast.
The thing about good food, it brings folks together, all walks of life.
You'll discover all the best restaurants and food as you hungrily explore the Disney parks.
Let's do this thing!
The Dining at Disney podcast.
Welcome to the Dining at Disney podcast. I am Kristen, Disney park enthusiast, foodie, travel expert, and glad to have my voice back.
Welcome. I'm glad you have your voice back too. I'm Al John Go, lifelong Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, and podcast producer, and welcome to the show. If you haven't already done so, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and ring that bell every time we post new content. And coming soon to YouTube. Yes, we're going to be coming to YouTube. I don't know how many episodes we have, Kristen. Hundreds of episodes from the very beginning of the show that you started.
Yeah, we stopped counting.
We stopped counting. I don't know. It's probably going to take a whole week to upload all the videos onto YouTube. I just was able to this week get 197 shows for Skull Rock Podcast on YouTube, and people are already commenting. And it's like I haven't even promoted it, and bam, there they go.
Nice,
crazy. But no, it's really cool. I mean, you know, they see a lot of content, and we're able to monetize it now, kind of like Dining at Disney. So it's a long time coming, but
maybe we'll be able to get to do an occasional live shows on YouTube again. That'd
be nice. It's been a long time. You know, the technology has changed so much. I mean, I remember we used to do livestream.com, and we used to do YouTube, or used to do YouTube, we used to do Facebook, you know, and we've been doing all kinds of shows all the way back to WDW After Dark and
on Skype.
We used to do Google Hangouts.
Oh, yeah,
all the
Google
time.
Hangouts.
And I would like to think that we were one of the very first, if not one of the very first kind of Disney talk shows that streamed live with WDW After Dark back in 2013. Was it 2013, 2012? Because we started podcasting.
No, it was before then.
In 2009.
It was before then, because Dining at Disney started in 2012.
Okay, yeah. So it was maybe a year or two before then, even 2010, maybe. So. Wow, it's a long time. But hey, we're glad that you're here joining us on the show. Kat is MIA today.
She has lost her voice.
It's one of those things.
I passed mine on to her. Just kidding.
So, how was your week, Kristen?
Exhausting. I'm tired. I could go to bed right now.
You had a long night. You went to see. And if you're new to the show, you don't know this, but Kristen and I are huge music fans, and Kristen, the Disney foodie you are also a kind of an '80s child. You love the 80s music. Or 90s music, I guess.
I'm 90s girl.
90s.
I'm typically, I would say, if I had to describe myself in music, 90s alt rock.
90s alt rock?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel you on that. I'm kind of more of an 80s person.
You are. You're an
Although I love 80s, 90s, 2000s. I mean, I like a lot of stuff. I mean, I play guitar too, so you know, I'm doing an emo tribute next month, and I'm playing, get this, right? So the band is doing Paramore. I'm doing Paramore with them. It's a kind of a guest. I know your favorite. Avril Lavigne.
Okay.
Jimmy Eat World.
Okay.
And Fall Out Boy.
I like Fall Out Boy.
Oh, yeah. So, and we saw Jimmy Eat World last month with Alanis Morissette.
They
which was
were
kind of sweet.
really, really good. I was surprised at how good they were.
I was not surprised. They're a great band. Jimmy Eat World's a great band. But you saw somebody just the other night.
Yes, I did.
As we record this, as you listen to it, had been the other night. So who did you see?
New Kids on the Block.
And?
Paul Abdul. And DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah. Now, this is kind of a yearly ritual now for the past few years. Been
by
No, that's in sync.
What is it? Every other? No, it's every other year.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. What do you call that?
By
Two annual.
Well, you can say biannually, meaning
But
twice a year.
that's-
Biannually, meaning every 2 years. So
It's every
other
years.
year.
Yeah.
So how was the show?
And they had the band or group or whatever you want to call them had requested that their fans wear neon.
So everyone showed up in neon.
No. And at first, when we pulled in the parking lot, we're like, where are the people with the neon? Did they not get the memo? Were they not told? But we did see plenty of people. But we managed to hilariously, unplanned, bought on Amazon the exact same shirt in the exact same color.
Are you kidding me?
No. And we both had jean shorts on too.
So you look like Twinkies.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And we both had on like pink jewelry. It was hilarious.
Oh my gosh. You guys are Twinkies.
I did do her makeup different than I did my makeup though.
Okay. All right.
Hers was more colorful. I did like more neon colors, whereas I did mine the neon yellow into green and then like a neon turquoise kind of color.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Girls Night Out was a fun time. The concert was good. The band was great. Yes?
Oh, yes.
Awesome.
It still amazes me how much energy Donnie Wahlberg has and how this man finds the time to do all the stuff he does because he's on TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's wrapping up a show.
He's wrapping up the Blue Bloods. Yep.
But he produces, he writes music. They just put out a new album, plus putting together all this stuff. And he is like the main person, and he's the guy that really hypes up the crowd.
Yeah.
Super hypes up. Like at one point he was like, let's do it one more time, and must have said it like 10 times. And by the end, Allie and I were like, oh, please, Donnie, just stop. Let's not do that one more time.
So, well, yeah, he's in great shape, man. It's funny. I have to wonder if he had always been the driving force behind New Kids on the Block, because I feel like he's been writing and producing all the new material for New Kids now, the singles that they had for every mixtape tour over the past few years. Yeah. And now their new album, he's produced that. He's written that. I mean,
he does all the things.
I used to be the driving force in the rock band that I was in. I was always the person to hire or fire and write songs, and I was the chief songwriter in our band. Mink, Full Rock Power, you can download today, back from the year 2000. But it's something else to be a leader of a band and to do all that. So, and of course he's super talented. I mean, he's a great actor and, and entrepreneur with Wahlburgers and all that other stuff. I mean, what else?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too.
He's a restaurateur. He's
where
an
do
actor.
you find time for life?
Well, I mean, shooting the show takes, however many months a year that it takes to do a show, and then he tours for several months out of that tour, so he's got a couple other months to
True.
to do stuff.
But,
and if you're a workaholic, like he is clearly a workaholic, he's always working and doing something, and it's probably the time he devotes to his family and his restaurant and other things, writing.
I will say that one thing that I did not know is that Jonathan Knight, he has a TV show, like 2 TV shows. He does construction stuff.
Oh.
He's like a
flipper. He's a flipper.
I was gonna say like Vanilla Ice.
Well, Vanilla Ice did flip houses, flip my.
He does remember. Like he's doing a new camp one. I can't remember. It's like called Farm. The first one's like Farmhouse something. But Allie's like, you have to watch it.
Yeah, he's probably got some great ideas. But
I guess he does it with it's him and his husband.
Well, okay. Well, welcome to the New Kids on the Block podcast, where we talk about all things NKOTB.
all random things from last night's show. Okay.
No, but good. How's Paul Abdul? Good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll tell you, if I can look like that at 62, be in that kind of shape, I'd be happy.
Well,
Actually, I'd be happy to be in that shape right now. So
there you go. Hey,
there,
I would be too.
That's my year and a half goal.
There you go. Well, this week we do have some news. We've got the Disney travel deal with Kristen. Going to give us all the deets on that. We've got brand new seasonal character meals and new booths for the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. But first, Kristen.
Yes.
Which Dole Whip treat are you? Did you know that there was a personality quiz that was recently put online about Dole Whip and how Dole Whip your personality can manifest itself in a particular Dole Whip?
Let's see what Dole Whip you are.
Okay, take the quiz with us if you will. My favorite profile is more what? A, classic, or B, adventurous? What is your answer to that?
Adventurous, of course.
Okay, me also adventurous.
Okay.
So if you said classic, you would have been asked, when asked if I want toppings, would you, A, if you were classic, I could do without?
We don't need to go through that. We got to go through what ours is.
Okay, since we answer adventurous, then the next question is, when asked if I want a kick, if I want to kick up my Dole Whip, would you say, no way? Or would you say, sure, why not?
Sure, why not?
Same here. I would say, sure, why not? Then the next question is, Dole Whip mango or Dole Whip orange?
I'm going to go with mango.
I would also go with mango.
Okay.
So this kicked up Dole Whip for Dole Whip Day is the chili mango whip.
That sounds like me.
Both of us.
A Dole Whip that has chili on it. That is so me.
Yeah, we actually covered that during our Dole Whip Day. Go back in the show archives from a couple weeks back. And that's pretty cool. I wish you could share this on your profile. Like, why the heck do they not have it on their profile? But the chili mango whip.
Oh, let's see what it says about you.
Is a touch of spice, never to hurt anyone, especially when it comes to chili mango whip. When you get this spicy, if you've got this spicy delight, then you like to live on the more adventurous side, the wild side. You aren't scared by trying new things, and you're always looking forward to that next adventure that includes foodie ones too. To enjoy even more Dole Whip fun, check out
you can
Dole
get
Whip wallpapers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Did
nice.
you get the Dole Whip wallpapers?
I did not, but I think I will.
I got some Dole Whip wallpapers for my phone since I don't have a computer right now.
Okay, so that's another thing, right? So our big computer that Kristen used to host a podcast with back in the day has now it's dying a slow death. And then our laptop just decided to go kaput. So not only did earlier in this year that we both got into 2 car wrecks about a week away from each other and had to get new cars, but we also had our computers go down, and now we had to buy 2 new computers. Luckily for us, it was Amazon Prime Day Summer Edition. So we went ahead and bought a couple new computers. So I'm going to get mine Sunday. You're going to get yours tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, supposedly.
And
please.
There's so many things that just happen. You know, you don't plan for this to happen, but truth be told, we had your big computer downstairs. It lasted a good 10 years.
We bought it in 2012, so.
Yeah. So, wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Older than some children.
Hey, it outlasted the MacBook.
Oh, that's true. MacBook didn't last but 2 years?
No, it lasted longer than that. And I even bought the new, don't get me on Apple. What a ripoff when it comes to computers. Well, they constantly they put more programs out than Windows. So you're constantly having to buy a new, it'd be like for PC every couple years, having to buy new Windows.
Oh, that's true. All right.
So.
Well.
Too expensive.
Welcome to Tech Talk with Kristen and Aljon. Where we
cover
New
the
Kids
show
on
where we
Block.
talk about everything today.
Where we cover New Kids on the Block as well as
We've got music. We've covered
music. We've covered computers.
Now let's
we're
cover
covering
travel.
Disney fans out there. Thanks for listening to the show. And it's always a good time to plan your next Disney trip. But sometimes you just don't have time to do all of it. And you want to find the best deal ever. And Kristen would be your best bet, because not only can she find you the deals and apply those deals, she can make all those dreams and wishes come true. At least most of them. So Kristen.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Don't ask me to have Johnny Depp meet you on a private island or something, because I can't make that happen for people.
Anyway, you could save up to 30% this week, right, Kristen?
Yes.
That's a deal? Tell us
Yes.
more. Tell us more.
If you are looking to travel between now and October 3rd, you can save up to 30% on rooms at select Disney Resort hotels when you stay 5 nights or longer. So, of course, that's going to vary. If you decide to stay less than 5 nights, you still can save, but it's going to be up to 25% for those shorter stays.
Nice. I understand there's a bunch of really cool resorts on here. Some of my favorite resorts happen to be the moderate resorts, and one of them being, I'm taking a pause because I'm like...
You're taking a pause.
I'm taking a pause
because yours is on that list.
Here. Where is it?
Scroll down.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. It's up to 25% off.
Coronado Springs, my favorite resort. So that's really cool. I was like, where is it on this list? Oh, yeah, that's right. You'd save 25%. Well, that's really great. I love staying on property for these things. And once again, and who doesn't like to save money? Who doesn't like to save aggravation and time when you can go ahead and have Kristen wave her magic wand and help you out on your next Disney vacation or Universal vacation? I love Universal Resort as well. I know that's a dirty word sometimes in some circles, but you can also book any type of cruise, whether it is on Royal Caribbean, of course, Disney Cruise Line, Carnival Cruise, Princess Cruise, what have you. There's so many different cruise lines out there. And of course, the new Disney Cruise Line, the Treasure, which will be out and about next year. So
I can't wait.
where can people email you for their best travel deal ever for the Walt Disney World or Disneyland resorts?
They can contact me at themeparksandcruises@gmail.com.
I love it. Dates announced for the seasonal character meals at Walt Disney World. And that's really great because, the seasonal time, the holiday season in particular, is a lot of fun because characters dress up in their seasonal garb, which is always great. I like the Halloween costumes the most, but of course, they're always dressed up in some kind of great theming for any of those holidays, whether it's, Halloween, Thanksgiving. Sometimes you can check them out in some Thanksgiving wear, but definitely Christmas, which is always a lot of fun. So Hollywood and Vine features, of course, those various characters, and they are great, especially during Halloween. All right. So right now, you can check out Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and Pluto for seasonal dining events.
For Summertime Dine.
Summertime Dine. Kristen, what is that?
That's going to be now through August 8th.
There you go.
Be the
Can you speak?
No, Halloween is what I was trying to say.
Okay.
The Halloween Dine, which will be August 9th through November 7th.
Wow.
And then the Holiday Dine is November 8th through January 4th.
Nice.
I do want to take the kids maybe next year.
Okay.
See if we can take them around during the holiday season and let them experience Disney Christmas.
There you go.
Not over Christmas, because I'm pretty sure my family would disown me for not being home for Christmas.
Well, they've done it.
No, they haven't.
They did the Christmas markets during the holiday season?
They did not do it over Christmas.
I thought they did.
No, no. Oh my gosh. My mom would never in a million years not be home for Christmas. No.
Okay.
Thanksgiving?
corrected.
Yes. Christmas, never. That's my mom's favorite holiday in the whole world. So everybody has to be together for Christmas.
I do know this. What's up next, Kristen?
Epcot has announced 2 new booths for this year's 2024 Food and Wine Festival.
Do tell.
Yes.
You've got your own mouse now, Kristen. Aren't you excited?
Okay, so they're going to be using the Communicore Hall and Plaza space for the festival.
Okay.
And then let's see. The first new booth is going to be called Autumn Blaze.
Okay.
And it's going to have a brined pork tenderloin with fennel slaw. Also, they've announced Harvest Table, which is going to have a wild game chili.
Whoa, okay. All right.
So very fall, kind of fall flavors. Going to be interesting to see.
A lot of pumpkins, I hear. A lot of fall stuff. So, yeah.
Apples, pumpkins.
Yeah, that's right.
Spices, all those like cinnamon and clove and those kind of flavors.
I like it. Well, don't forget, yes.
It's not going to be too long, just a little more than a month before this kicks off, August 29th, and it's going to run through November 23rd.
The longest food and wine festival ever, is it not?
No, it's shorter.
Is it a little shorter? Oh.
Yeah, because last year it was already going on this time.
Wow. Nuts. Freaking nuts. Yeah. Anyway.
Yes, this year there's a break between Flower and Garden and Food and Wine instead of almost backing them up together.
You know what I feel that is? They probably, because of the pandemic and all that stuff, they probably just had a bunch of stuff they needed to just clear on out. Because they were closed for all that time and they had to plan ahead to get all that stuff taken care of. So,
well, it gives them a good amount of time to go in there and clean all that stuff.
Well, that's great. I love that time of year anyway. If you're a longtime listener to the show, you know that we love the International Food and Wine Festival at Epcot. It's not only just amazing because of the food, because it's a food adventure, if you will, but also Eat to the Beat concert series happens during that time. There's a bunch of Halloween stuff that goes on during that time. So not only is it super festive and very colorful, but man, the entertainment, the different activities you and the family can do around Food and Wine Festival, throughout the resorts, throughout the theme parks, and of course, the great music for Eat to the Beat concert series as well. In addition to all the stuff that happens in the park, it's just a great time. My favorite time of year. Yeah. Awesome. Well, guess what, gang? That was a short and sweet episode. I love it. We're wrapping up the show, but thank you so much for checking out Dining at Disney. Kristen, it's been a great show. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you're back. I'm sorry that Kat had to miss this awesome show because I'm sure we would have talked a lot about New Kids on the Block and how much technology sucks and how much meta sucks. But anyway, if you enjoyed today's show, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the show. Share it with your friends. Leave us those comments. Don't forget to click that bell there on Facebook every time we post new content. And indeed, that's the best way. That is the best way for you to check out Dining at Disney, other than our podcast feed, wherever you find podcasts. Check us out on Facebook.com, on our new page, Facebook.com/Dining at Disney Podcast. All right. And don't forget to support all of our great links. You can check out our affiliate links through Amazon, Disney Store, Kingdom Strollers. Love Kingdom Strollers, right? Great for the kiddos. Also, Garden Grocer as well, if you want to have groceries delivered to your room or suite there while you're at the Walt Disney World Resort and have more fun time to spend with the family instead of going off property and doing shopping or just going down to the resort grocery store to buy your sundries. You can just go ahead and get everything you need from Garden Grocer, which is super, super great, especially if you're a family and need waters and all that stuff. And it's so much more convenient. Anyway, you can find all those affiliate links at diningatdisney.com or in our show notes as well. We have them for you. And Kristen, why don't you tell everybody where else they can find us out there? Well, I guess it would be me still. It'd still be me. I'm sorry,
Keep
Kat's
going.
not here.
No, I'm going to play Cat for this in part of the show.
Great,
I'm gonna be
as
Cat.
it should be, as it should be. Okay, so check out, like I said, our Facebook page. You can also check us out on Instagram X as well, and you can find me, Al John Go, on Instagram. And as I mentioned, you can also find my other podcast out as well. Everywhere you find podcasts, it's called Skull Rock Podcast with myself and former Disney creative director Dave Bossert, creative director of special projects, of course, world-renowned author. And Dave and I discuss Disney, pop culture, theme parks, news, streaming. We review movies and TV shows. And of course, we interview Imagineers, musicians, and of course, filmmakers and animators, especially the Disney ones, so you can gain insight on Disney, Pixar, and everything else the company's doing, especially during the golden era or the Renaissance era of the Walt Disney animation. So we love it. Check out so used to the old script. Check out Skull Rock Podcast everywhere you get podcasts, Kristen.
As far as Kat, you can find her at CAT_ASTROPHE on Instagram. You can also check out her podcast. It is Eat the Pictures, a bite-sized podcast about food and film. And you can find it everywhere that podcasts are found.
Nice.
And if you haven't already, as we mentioned, Facebook, join our group, Dining at Disney. You've got, I think, like 10,000 people on there, something like that right now. So yeah, and ask us your questions, participate, be active. We like that.
We do like it.
You can also check out our friends, the Disney Dorks, as well as the Sorcerer Radio Fun Zone. And you can find this podcast. You can hear us on Sorcerer Radio at srsounds.com or on their beautiful little app. And until next time, bon appetit.
The information and opinions expressed in this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes. All other trademarks mentioned are the property of their respective owners.